Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and thanks for joining us for our Christmas episode, our annual Christmas episode. Our second guest here today is Captain Don Carl from the Oshkosh Salvation Army, and you're here to tell us you've been very busy this holiday season, right, Don?
Already we have, yes, and we got a great start. Starting the 10th and the 12th, we did our first sign-ups for the Christmas assistance.
Oh, wonderful, and hopefully you got a lot of sign-ups.
Oh yes, we're going to be over 750 families this year.
Wonderful, great. So that many more people that you're helping. But first, what we want to talk about is the bell ringing, of course.
Yes.
You know, go anywhere in Oshkosh, any business, major business, you see those bell ringers out there. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of that? Where did it all begin?
Well, actually, it started in San Francisco in 1891 when a Captain Joseph McFay wanted to have a Christmas meal for the less fortunate. Well, funds were short, so he came up with the idea of putting a pot, a black kettle, out the front of the Salvation Army, ring a bell, and they raised enough money to do the Christmas meal for the people.
And from the rest is history from there on out. And here we are with the red kettles now.
Yes.
How many bell ringing sites roughly are there in Oshkosh?
We have 13 in Oshkosh.
Okay, so you can go a lot of different places and end up seeing them.
Yes.
Do you ring the bells? You always see people outside, and I always feel so bad for them sometimes. Are there any places that aren't, you know, ringing outside that you can?
Yes, there are. In fact, what we have is we have 4 locations that would be outside of the building. We have 2 spots at Walmart, and 1 at Hobby Lobby, and then 1 at Fleet Farm. The ones at Walmart and Hobby Lobby, we have a hut. At least you can get in out of the wind.
That's good. So for people who are ringing the bells, where do those people come from? How do you find people to do that? And are they volunteers?
Yes, everyone is a volunteer that rings the bell in Oshkosh. And of course we promote it the best we can. And we have our banner on the front of our building of our goal and such, so people are aware of our program and what we're attempting to do. And it's basically people at this time of the year, for some it's family tradition. And they spread that throughout maybe where they work and stuff. So people just start asking how they can ring bells.
That's great. So I hope you don't ever have issues finding people to ring bells, because it does seem like it's a really popular thing for people to do.
It is very popular, and yet there's a lot of hours of to be filled. And so anybody that's interested, we definitely would love to have you ring the bell for us.
And just contact the Salvation Army. Go on the website. You can find all that information as far as volunteering.
Correct.
Okay. What are the dates that people are ringing bells? Should we be seeing them out already?
Yes, in fact, we start at Friday, and we'll be running through Christmas Eve till 3 p.m. And so typically the bell sites start at 9 a.m. and go till 8.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
It is a lot of hours.
In the early mornings and the later, cooler parts of the evening. What happens to all the money that goes into these kettles? Because, I mean, sometimes I really got to stuff my money in there, which is a great thing for you guys.
It is, yeah. We're excited about that when we have to use a paint paddle to stuff it down in there. And because it goes for the programs that we have throughout the year.
Okay, what kind of programs are that, or is that?
Okay, throughout the year, we have our food pantry that's open 5 days a week from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And then we have 6 days a week, we have a hot meal program that runs from 11 to 12:30. And of course, then we also have our social service worker that will distribute vouchers for clothing, furniture, eye prescriptions, medical prescriptions, and transportation.
A lot of things that these funds go to.
Right.
And I was surprised as I was talking to someone from the Salvation Army. These meals, they're almost 6 days a week. Everybody, it's a hot meal 6 days a week. And so I can only imagine what the need is for these funds and, where these red kettles.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about some of your other holiday efforts. I know you recently were doing the Coats for Kids.
Yes. When we did the sign-ups on the 10th and the 12th, those were also the days then that the families could pick up coats for their children. And then, of course, we have an overflow date of December 1st that people that missed the first sign-ups can come back in, sign up for Christmas assistance then, and receive any coats we may have.
Oh, excellent. And you can find all those dates that you need to sign up as well on the website, correct?
Correct.
Okay. in addition to coats for kids, you've got toys for tots. Can you tell us about that?
Well, the Salvation Army has been very fortunate that for over 25 years the U.S. Marines have collaborated with the Salvation Army, because the Marines that's their program, the Toys for Tots, and we're excited because after they got all the toys, they figured out, what are we going to do with these? So they collaborated with the Salvation Army. So we have the Winnebago Home Builders Association that distributes the boxes, does the pickup, brings the toys in, and then we need a ton of volunteers to sort all this and get it on the shelves.
Yes, and it's amazing to see the amount of people that put all this hard work into it, and it's really refreshing, actually. As well as the food drive, I know you have collectors for the food drives that you hold around town and at the Salvation Army as well.
Yes, we do.
And then going back to the meals, the hot meals, you do have a special Thanksgiving and Christmas meal every year as well, right?
Yes, we do. And we hold it on the eve of Thanksgiving and the eve of Christmas. And that will run from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we have Tom and Dottie Dahlman, are wonderful people, and they recruit a volunteer brass band to play Sounds of the Seasons.
Really?
It's awesome.
Oh, it makes it that much...
You want to stop by.
I do want to stop by now, definitely. And how many families usually participate or qualify for these meals and the coats for kids and these kind of things?
Well, as far as for the Christmas Eve meal and the Thanksgiving Eve, those are open to everyone.
Okay.
There's no requirement. Just stop on in and enjoy the fellowship and the music and, of course, the scrumptious food that will be served.
Wonderful.
And so that's basically for those. Just walk on in.
Okay. And then if a family is looking to apply for the other ones, how do they do that?
Well, like I say, on the 10th and the 12th, we had the first one sign up for the Christmas assistance, which included the coats for kids, the toys, and then also the Christmas meal. They again can do that on December 1st, those that missed the first one.
Wonderful. And if someone's looking to volunteer, how do they go about doing that for anything? Oh,
wonderful. Well, there's probably the easiest way is just to call our office at 232-7660 and ask for Sherry Waldron. She is our volunteer event coordinator. She will share with you the opportunities that are available.
Well, wonderful. And I know you guys are always looking for volunteers, so definitely get out there and do your part here in the community.
That would be fantastic.
Yes. Well, we're all out of time, Don, so thanks again for joining us today, and best of luck with the Red Kettle campaign.
Well, thank you very much. Hope to see you around one of them.
Yes, very soon. I will be. I'll bring my dollar bills and my paint stick, too, to stuff it in there.
Excellent.